for the outside material world, this eating, sleeping, mating, and defending are very, very important things. Oh, they are the basis of the whole civilization. That's why you have 5-star restaurants, you have master chefs, and they have various competitions of who can cook best, who is the master chef, and they have programs and people compete and they are given prizes and all these kind of things. Because eating is such an important thing. We are living to eat. This is their whole philosophy. So eating is very important. And sleeping is also extremely important. It is so essential for your health. The other day I was seeing some news is going around where people are saying that, are you sleeping 6 hours or lesser? You have great risk of heart attack. Better you sleep minimum 8 hours you should sleep. So increase your sleeping. Increase the quality of your sleeping. Increase your eating capacity. Increase the quality of your eating. And similarly, mating. And mating is such a big thing in material life. You see, you take any advertisement for one briefcase. What is that advertisement? One man bought that briefcase, women started running after him. So if you want women to run after you, buy this brand of briefcase. There is an advertisement for some man's underwear, that also one woman comes in between. No man will go around, trying to woo a woman saying that, what underwear I wear? I wear this underwear, so you become my girlfriend. Nobody will tell. But the advertisement shows you buy this underwear and wear, girls will come after you. Toothpaste. You use this toothpaste, you can make a lot of girlfriends and boyfriends. What is this? What connection is there between toothpaste and underwear and briefcase with a relationship between boy and girl? The point is, their whole focus is how to maximize mating. Similarly, defending. How to earn money nicely. How to create a good bank balance. How to protect yourself by having a nice home. That's why real estate business is so big. Anybody wants to make quick money, get into real estate. Why? Because defense, your place of shelter is such an important thing. You take Vedic culture, there was one Muni called Lomasha Muni. I don't know whether you have heard about this story that Prabhupada said. This Lomasha Muni, he was, in the Vedic ages there were many Munis. He also, like all the Munis, he also used to live in the forest. And this Lomasha Muni had got a benediction, he has got a boon. What was the boon? The boon was, whichever universe Lomasha Muni is living in, when that Brahmaji of that universe dies, when his lifespan gets over, one hair on the head of Lomasha Muni will fall down. Like this, when all the hair in Lomasha Muni's head has fallen down, when he has become totally bald, then only he will die. So Brahmaji's lifespan, our Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahma of our universe, current universe, is the Brahmaji with the shortest lifespan. And what is the short lifespan of Brahmaji of our universe? 43,20,000 into 1,000 into 365 into 100. That many years, you cannot even count the number of zeros that are there in his lifespan. That is the lifespan of Brahmaji, shortest lifespan, smallest Brahma. There are Brahmas who have 10 heads, 100 heads, 1,000 heads, 1 million heads. Such universes are there. Their lifespan is also incredibly long, much longer than our Brahmajis. So you can imagine, if Lomasha Muni has to die, what is his lifespan? One Brahmaji's lifespan is equivalent to one hair on his head. And all the hair in his head has to fall for him to reach the end of his lifespan. Such a long lifespan he has. So this Lomasha Muni, one day he was chanting Hare Krishna. He was chanting Hare Krishna and he was walking along the beach. Somewhere on the beach or river bank or something, he was walking and chanting. Like we also in the morning we walk and chant, no? Like that he was also chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. He was chanting his rounds and he was walking. So at that time, Narada Muni happened to come there. Narada Muni is a friend of Lomasha Muni. So Narada Muni said, "Oh, hi Lomasha Muni, how are you? Oh, hi Narada Muni, how are you?" everything fine. Yes, yes, everything is going well. How is your chanting going? Chanting is going very nice. This, that, and all those pleasantries they exchange. Then Narada Muni asked Lomasha Muni, so Lomasha Muni, you stay here? He said, yeah, right now I'm spending my time here. So where is your hermitage? Where is your cottage? Generally, Munis means they'll build some cottage and they stay there and do their sadhana. So Narada Muni asked Lomasha Muni, where is your hermitage? Where is your cottage? Lomasha Muni replied, cottage, after all, one day I have to die. How many days will I live? Who will take the headache of building cottage, hermitage and all that? Anyway, I have to die one day. So this was Lomasha Muni's response. So you can see, Lomasha Muni is having such a huge lifespan. And he is saying, after all, how many days will I live? One day I have to die. What is the point in building a hermitage, cottage and all that? I have to leave all that and go. So such a life, billions of years lifespan he is having, and he is saying, what is the point in building a cottage? After all, I have to die one day and go. And look at us. Our lifespan, current lifespan is 100 years. 100 years also no guarantee. Maximum 60 years, 70 years we can live. That also no guarantee. Nowadays people die when they are 20, 30 and all that. Some accident will happen, some pandemic will happen, some tsunami will come. You will get blown away. That's all. No guarantee when you will die. But no, you have to build a big house. You have to buy a flat. You have to have a bungalow. And if somebody manages to buy a flat or bungalow or something like that, he's a very successful man. Success of a man is measured in terms of how big a house he has got, how many hours he can sleep, and does he have a beautiful, how many girlfriends or how many wives he has got. These are all the measures of one's success in life today. Whereas, according to the Shastras, according to the Vedas, these are all the influence of ignorance. And spiritualist means we have to minimize these things. We have to, as we progress in spiritual life, eating has to reduce, sleeping has to reduce, mating has to reduce, defending has to reduce. All of them have to come to nil. Then only we are really advanced in spiritual life. So this is the reality about the influence of ignorance.